Shamsi, can I ask you one question? If you're a non-Muslim, then you're not gonna go to heaven. So what is the age before, you know, like children, they're not gonna go to hell, right?
Yes, there's a, what we say, look, first of all, so we believe that Allah is the most just, okay? Not every Muslim will go, eventually every Muslim will go to heaven without any doubt. But some of them, they will be punished before that, due to their sins and disobedience. But as for the non-Muslims, and when I say I'm a Muslim, those who follow Moses correctly, they are Muslims. Those who follow Jesus correctly, they are Muslims. Those who follow Abraham correctly, they are Muslims. So when we say every Muslim, doesn't mean just us, mean the Muslims that follow Islam correctly. Now, because the last prophet is Muhammad, so there is no salvation except by following the Prophet Muhammad. Okay? So now, if someone rejects Prophet Muhammad and turn away from the truth after, with a condition, after Islam was clarified to him, then the outcome of that is the hellfire forever. Why? Because the proof has been clarified to him. However, if a person never heard about Islam, he lives in the middle of nowhere, okay? He never heard about Islam and he dies. Then, as Allah mentioned, وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. We never punish people until we explain or we send a messenger to them. So on the day of resurrection, Allah will test them, okay? You with me? As for children, there's different opinions. However, the strongest one, as one of the scholars said, the children before reaching the age of puberty, they will go to paradise. From Muslims or non-Muslims? Yeah, exactly?
Yeah.
Are you Muslim?
No.
So what are you waiting for?
I was just asking a question.
That's okay. So what are you? What do you believe?
I believe in the Creator.
So you believe in a Creator?
Yeah.
Okay. So you believe that there is a purpose for life?
I'm not sure about that.
Do you, when you reflect upon the creation, do you not think the Creator is wise?
I don't know. I don't like to make assumptions.
No, but you can see the wisdom of the Creator manifesting in His creation. The action, for example, your nose next to your mouth. Why?
I don't know.
Before you eat, smell food. See how simple. You see, you knew, but you never thought about it. You see what I'm saying? So the Creator who put nose next to our mouth indicate is wise.
Yeah.
You have eyebrows above your eyes. Why? Because your sweat contains salt. If your sweat keeps going to your eye, will damage it. So the one who put the eyebrows above your eyes indicate is wise. You have a joint in your elbows. Why? In order for you to move your forearms, to give and take and to eat. Because if we never had a joint in our elbows, we'll be walking like this and we'll eat like a dog.
But there's a lot of people that will say that's evolution, though.
First of all, forget about the people. You believe in the Creator.
Yeah, I believe in the Creator.
Forget about the other people. Yeah. I can speak to them without any doubt. I'll refute them as well. Because evolution doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Okay, but the point is, you believe in the Creator, so focus on yourself. What's your name?
Real.
Shamsi, yeah? What I'm saying, that so we can see the wisdom of the Creator without any doubt.
Yeah.
So if this is the case, the wise Creator will not create the creation without any purpose. Like now, you are holding a phone. If you want to learn about the phone in detail, who do you go back to? To the one who made the phone. Correct? That's what, likewise, logic dictates, if we want to know our purpose of life, we should go back to the Creator. How the Creator did it? Based upon Creator's wisdom and justice, He chose people amongst us, from our kind, to clarify the truth to us. But again, some people, they're going to claim to be prophets of God, but they are liars. You with me? Okay, because Moses, Abraham, Noah, those individuals claim to be chosen by God. But they never just made a claim, they came with something which is proofs and evidences. For example, let me ask you, who knows the future in detail?
I don't know.
You know, the Creator.
I don't, but that's the thing, I don't know if the Creator actually knows that. All I believe.
I'll give you an example.
Because this is the thing, it's a belief. For me, it's a belief. I believe that there's a Creator. It's not something that I know for a fact. Belief,
if you go to English dictionary, there's two types of belief, which is a blind faith, and there's a belief which is based upon proofs. You with me?
Yeah.
When I said the Creator knows, it's a logical argument. Why? If I don't know how to make an iPhone, can I make it?
If you don't know how to make an iPhone, can you make it?
Yeah. What do I need?
You need to learn how to make it.
I need the knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay? Like this iPhone, no one knows about this iPhone in detail, in bit by bit, except the one who made it.
Yeah.
It's a logical argument. So if we establish there's a Creator, and this creation came from him, meaning was created by him, logic dictates he should know about it in details, because before creating this creation must possess knowledge. You with me?
Yeah.
It's a logical argument without any doubt. Now, as I've mentioned, now we can establish a clear argument or clear proof there is a creator. We can see, for example, you. Who made you? Who gave you life? Let's analyze that. Your father and your mother gave you life, correct?
Yeah.
If your father and your mother gave you life and they had the power to give you life, how come when you die, they cry for you, don't give you life again?
Because I'm dead.
No, because they never had the power to give you life. It's a good point. You know what? I'll give you an example of that. Imagine I'm in a room and there is a switch and there is a lamp. If I go and turn on the switch, what comes on? The light. But I never made a light. I'm just a means. Your father and your mother are a means. But the one who gave you life is someone outside. Understand?
Yeah.
That's one of the best arguments Allah used in the Quran. هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. Have the human being not ever thought that you were nothing before. Not nothing means you're not even a word of mentioning. But now you are human, possessing knowledge, ability. Who gave you that? The Creator. That's what Allah said. One of the arguments in the Quran, powerful arguments, Allah said, أم خلقوا من غير شيء أم هم الخالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون. Would they create by nothing? Let's analyze that, okay? Would they create by nothing? Allah's asking, yeah? No. Nothing is not even a thing, let alone to create something. Or did they create themselves? We never create ourselves, because that's contradiction. If I already exist, there's no point to create myself. And if I don't exist, I need something to create me. So what is left? We must have a creator. That's what Allah said in the Quran. إِنَّ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافِ اللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ لَآيَاتٍ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. Within the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alteration of day and night, it is a science for people of understanding. When you analyze and reflect, without any doubt, this creation must have a creator. That's why, based upon his wisdom, mercy, sent Prophet Muhammad and Jesus and Moses and Abraham. And let me go back to the main point. I want to ask you who knows the future in detail.
But if there's a creator, then who created the creator?
That's a good question. If there is a creator, who created the creator? Okay? And now, my brother, I have a brother. His name Anwar. You know my brother Anwar? Me and him always give da'wah together, by the way. Yeah. Brother Anwar, he gave a birth to a child.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Is that a logical question?
Congratulations.
So it doesn't make any sense, innit?
Congratulations.
It doesn't make any sense, you understand? Because if the creator was created by another creator, there's contradiction, it's a paradox. But for the sake of argument, let us analyze it. The fact that it's creation now, okay? If this creator, in order for him to come into existence, he has to rely on another creator, and the other creator rely on the other creator, that doesn't make any sense. The fact that we have creation, therefore he has to stop at something. What is that thing? The creator, one of his names is self-sufficient, which everything relies on him and he doesn't rely on nothing. You with me? That's how it is. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of his names is As-Samad, self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, look, Prophet Muhammad, you said something good. That it's true, no one knows the future in detail except the creator. It's a logical argument. But how come we have someone who lived in the middle of the desert 1,400 years ago, prophesizing about things that is taking place right now? For example, Prophet Muhammad said there will come a time when a person will say a lie, yeah, will reach by the evening will reach the east and the west. Hold a minute, let's think about this, yeah? Prophet Muhammad 1,400 years ago, he said there will come a time when a person will make up a lie and will reach the east and the west by the evening time. How? Look at the internet and WhatsApp. I can make a line now. You go to China, or anywhere, the people heard about it already. How this man knew about this something? Prophet Muhammad said there will come a time when the Arabs, they will stop using the camels as a riding beast. But you have to understand that the Arabs, the camels is like a Ferrari to them, or Lamborghini before, you know? So they will stop using the camels as a riding beast, but they will use something as a box that will carry them from their houses to the mosque. Now if you go to Qatar, Dubai, Kuwait, Saudi, they don't use the camels like before. What they use? cards. So how we knew that?
So is that in the Quran or in the Hadith?
And no, Prophet Muhammad's speech is a hadith. Quran is speech of Allah. Okay? And that's the beauty of Islam. We differentiate between the Prophet Muhammad's speech and Allah's speech. We don't mix between them. Yeah. So how he knew that?
But that doesn't mean that was a car.
See, why? I'll tell you how. Because remember he claimed to be who? He claimed to be a prophet of God. You with me? Even Prophet Muhammad and the Quran mentioned, he was the Quran as well. In the Quran mentioned, Allah will make Islam prevail all other religions, even if the Islamic haters dislike it. And we know there is a big network against Islam. The war that has been waged against Islam, if it was waged against any religion, will be dead long time ago.
What is Islam?
So, brother, before we
He just mentioned hadiths, yeah, and because I'm not really too
he never
sure.
mentioned hadith.
I mentioned that. No. He mentioned that.
I mentioned
He was one.
You said it.
No.
Listen,
Someone said hadith.
Yeah, I said.
So I've got a question about the hadith.
No, before
yeah?
you go, question the hadith. We don't jump.
You mentioned
Prophet Muhammad, the verse in the Quran, that we know there is many barriers stopping Islam.
Yeah.
But the fastest growing religion on the face of the earth is Islam.
Yeah.
Who's doing the job? The Muslims are weak. You're aware of that. In our countries, we are having civil wars. Muslims are killing each other. Why British people, French people, American people, Dutch people are accepting Islam? Why? You know why? Because Allah mentioned that in the Quran already, that Islam will prevail. This cannot be speech of human being. Especially when you're very weak and people accepted Islam. Islam is not just defending itself, it's spreading. You understand? So like now, me explaining to Islam, maybe when you go home, you watch the video again, you know, again,
I'll probably have some more questions, but next week,
inshallah, no problem. As back home we say, one question gives birth to another question.
Yeah, all the time.
No problem.
Yeah. But this is what I was going to say, because I had a question about the hadiths, because I've heard a few people talking about hadiths. Do you know who Bukhari is?
I know Bukhari, Muhammad bin Ismail al-Bukhari.
Are they hadiths that you follow?
Bukhari, first of all, is not hadith. Bukhari, hadith mean what Prophet Muhammad said, or for example, his action, or other than that. Bukhari was one of the Muslim scholars that lived around 2nd century. Okay, so Bukhari, for example, his teacher is Ahmad bin Hanbal. So Muhammad bin Ismail al-Bukhari, his teacher Ahmad bin Hanbal al-Shaybani. Ahmad bin Hanbal al-Shaybani, his teacher is Muhammad bin Idris al-Shafi'i. Muhammad bin Idris al-Shafi'i, his teacher is Anas bin Malik al-Subhi. Anas bin Malik al-Subhi, his teacher is Nafi', the servant of Abdullah ibn Umar. And Nafi', his teacher is Abdullah ibn Umar ibn al-Khattab, who is his teacher who? Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn Abd al-Muttalib, the messenger of Allah, who received the revelation from Allah.
Chains.
So we have chains.
Christians don't have that.
We know them very well, we know their background, we know their history.
So there was a woman over there last week, and she was saying something about there's 6,000 hadiths from Bukhari that you follow, and there's around 100,000 that he wrote or something like that.
Yeah, it was Bukhari was one of them. What happened? That first of all, we believe the hadith or the Prophet Muhammad speech is a part of Allah's revelation. Okay, because Allah said Muhammad does not speak from his own desires. And now, because Allah told us to follow Prophet Muhammad's commandments, therefore logic dictates he will preserve the Prophet Muhammad's commandments. Prophet Muhammad's commandments is not in the Quran, it's in the Hadith. Okay? So from a day one, the companions, they used to make sure if anyone narrates in Hadith Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he has to be known. He's either directly student of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ or someone who studied under Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And they used to test him. How you test him? For example, we have brother Anwar here. Anwar is someone, for example, to make it, because people do not really understand about hadith. When we come to hadith, we do investigation more than FBI. You know, before we take hadith. In Anwar is taking hadith, okay? So what we do, we take his book and we start mixing the hadith. We see if he memorizes it or not. If we notice he's not memorizing it, then we say this person is weak if he narrates from his memory. But if we notice that, even, like for example, I said, Anwar, you said Brother Mahdi said I was in speaker's corner, but Anwar wrote in his book, no, someone else said it. You tell me, no. What is in my book is not Mahdi. I got it from Abdullah. Okay? So it shows you what this, he has strong memory. So to be honest, alhamdulillah, we have many classes that has been done in our mosque by our teacher Uwais Tawil about the science of hadith, how serious the science, and how the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, likewise companions and their students from day one made sure no one can play around with it.
Preserved.
Preserved, yeah. Not like just someone tell me, yes, I was in the market, you go narrate it. No, no. Who are you? What is your name? Are you trustworthy? Are you truthful? Let's investigate. Is that clear? All right. Take care. Look after yourself. All right.